this will be our glorious group for the evening. We were missing someone last week.
Agile?
I knew we were missing Agile. I don't know if
I was,
Alex
I
was
was here.
able to listen.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were
here.
here. Yeah, you were. Yeah. You came in just a little late. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So I had
Is my character dead? Because I can't double click on the token and show the map.
Yes.
they're not on a map, so
Oh, okay.
Otherwise known as dead. Yes.
Son of a bitch.
So, looking at this, heads up, I've spent the last 3 days chaperoning a kids field trip to the local private educational park. It was a blast, but I was the sole adult in charge of 16 little boys from 5th grade. So
That sounds very rough.
it was a good time, but yeah, it had its rough moments. But I didn't want to delay our game because I got home at about noon. So 7, 8 hours ago. So you can start the recording if you wish. Where we left
already
off,
have. Yeah.
where we left off was the party had spent the better part of last game doing some conversation, planning, strategic discussions, and negotiations with the host and ally of the party, Vizier and Devere, at Araj, his headquarters. And the agreement was, in lieu of a couple other magical items, you were going to be given some scrolls of Windwalk. You were given 6, and you decided to dispatch your forces towards the Beholder, or the Beholder's outpost, as it were, so that you would be able to meet up with them there. I am in the process of pulling up the Underdark map for you guys. And you decided to walk to the closest nest that you are aware of. There we go. And here is that. So the party is approaching, actually, in this location. I assume you guys can zoom in out on your own as you desire. You sent your army essentially traveling from Araj to the Beholder, which is about like this. Obviously, there are going to be a lot more twists and turns and ups and downs and things of that nature. Twisting this way and twisting that way. The party headed over to the left, staying in the Worm Writhings. And some things you guys didn't expect to encounter, you ran into along the way. The first of which was a civil war, I suppose would be the best way to refer to it, of some troglodytes, lizard folk creatures, fighting over a magic sword they took from some drow. You guys watched, considered, reconsidered, considered a third time, and then decided to bypass the entire affair as not your business. You did stay long enough to see that the former warband leader killed the former chief, becoming the new chief in a true Game of Thrones style usurpation. And as you approached the exit, you decided to leave, though one of you really, really wanted to sneak over and relieve them of their prize. But the party decided against that. So moving a little bit further, as you approached the actual nest area, you heard a magical voice sounding very loud and terrifying and demonic, threatening you from what appeared to be a rock slide. And you approached closer. The voice threatened you again. You moved closer, and you spotted a drow hidden among the ruined rocks for whatever intent there was. And that is where we stopped. I believe the last thing that was said was a consideration of throwing a psychic knife,
Yeah.
but we're going to pick up there with the party approaching this rubble and having spotted the drow huddled in and about those rocks.
Did you throw the knife or?
That's a good question. I was going to let you decide.
Scenarios where like last week it felt like absolutely the right move, and now I don't know.
So your last interaction was a magically enhanced, particularly dangerous sounding voice that essentially gave the loud warning to you that you need to turn back or suffer death. As you approached, you spot her.
We're in like complete darkness right now.
You are in complete darkness. I'm getting an echo there. You're getting complete. You're in complete darkness. She is laying amidst the rubble, using her Pawafwi and some natural skills to appear to be among pieces of the rubble.
I guess I'll instead of just opening up with an attack, I'll psychically say to the party, "Okay, I will flank her, but we all see her. Yes, like somebody engage her in conversation at least."
I was the other one that saw her right away. So I'll
Correct.
yeah, I'll approach and. Why are you trying to impede our path here?
She kind of shifts once you realize that you can see her, shifts from a hiding positionary to standing full right, raising herself up and declaring herself, "Be warned, you are infringing upon the territory of the Dark Hunters. You must turn back. We have collapsed this tunnel to prevent interference."
Who are the dark people? Is it a camp up ahead or is it I don't like these rolls in the background.
She seems a little unsure whether she's supposed to answer any questions, and it seems that she finally settles back on threatening you, telling you that if you do not depart, she will use her powerful magic to make you flee.
Can you tell us the shortest route around, or is it actually collapsed up ahead, or are you just can I roll insight?
You can.
Yeah.
She is not super good at hiding her circumstance. As you kind of take a look at her with your perception and insight, you notice that a lot of her skin is scraped and torn, possibly indicating that the collapsed tunnel may not have been intentional. She, as you are also taking a look at her uh, equipment is nice. It's very well made, but her threats of powerful magic does not quite match the magical resources about her belt. It does appear that she is a mage, but powerful magic doesn't seem to be something that's likely within her capabilities. She seems more bravado than capability.
So at this point, Dronger's getting a little like irritated. So she'll step up and she'll look at the drow and go, "Okay, look, we're on a mission. We need to get through this fucking tunnel, and you're going to move out of the way. Got it?"
Roll an intimidation check.
I'm proficient in it too. I've got +5. It's so annoying.
+6 actually.
+6, yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, I don't know
She
why I've
doesn't
got an
seem
extra one.
overly intimidated. For whatever reason. She kind of looks down her nose at you guys, telling you that this area is claimed. You will need to go
Well,
back the way you came.
we can clear the tunnel for you if that's causing you issues.
Roll a persuasion check.
Not my greatest. Nope.
Yeah, she is unwilling to cede her ground.
Silly question. If we could see her, she could see us, right?
Not necessarily,
Okay.
but if you're openly talking to her, yes.
Too quick for me. One, Agile's hopefully it got to like a flanking position at this point,
Oh, absolutely.
around her, beside her, nearby, or something like that. And
It'd be the
definitely ready.
side. She's got her back
Definitely
against the
ready.
stone.
Oh, she has her
Okay,
back
okay.
against the stone. Oh, that's a problem. Okay.
But you could get to the side of her.
Yeah, and from that point, having ready to action to throw a dagger at her,
Hmm.
based on if she does anything hostile towards the group. Would Nyx be of the mind to maybe make an Arcana check? Like, was that a spell that she used to speak with us telepathically? Or what was the root of that power?
It wouldn't even necessarily require a check. It's an extremely well-known minor illusion cantrip that's pretty common for spellcasters.
Thaumaturgy. Okay.
Essentially, minor illusion, thaumaturgy, prestidigitation, something along those lines. You're not sure exactly which one it was, but it definitely isn't anything too intimidating.
Look, we'll level with you. We're trying to get something pretty important. We need to get this way, so unless you're going to tell us how to get around to get to where we're going, we're gonna take you out.
It tells you that if you want to go the other way, you will need to go back about 10 miles and then wrap around an additional 10 miles to bypass.
How long would
take-
that take?
You guys walking? Standard pace, 3 days.
No.
We can just go straight through. Pretty sure I took.
Really?
No, I took mending. Fuck. I meant to take mold earth. Fuck. That sucks. Where am I supposed
God damn it!
Does Nyx look like a drow right now? What does Nyx look like? Do we know?
She usually looks like a drow.
Let's say
Typically, yes.
I have my follower with me, don't we? Because my follower is a drow.
You have your
I think-
follower with you.
Okay.
It can't be used for role playing purposes in terms of you playing the character.
Yeah. That was why I was like, I kind of like turned to my follower and was like, you know anything about the Dark Hunters? And I wasn't really anticipating an actual answer or anything on that. I kind of assumed she wouldn't. So,
She does not.
okay.
Nyx can be perfectly fine in drow form if you prefer. I don't particularly mind if you change the spells you have memorized to mold earth, but you can't take a new spell.
No, that's a cantrip, isn't it? Molder.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, I just couldn't remember. It was up between that and mending, and I chose mending.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if I have anything else to can do anything like that. I can just glide through it, technically.
And you, as an earth elemental, you could move it.
That's what I
You could
figured.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a problem for you.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like, oh, well, since this is the shorter route, we're just gonna go straight ahead.
She seems to consider for a moment before saying she will allow you to move through and open the tunnel in exchange for food.
I can just give you food. You could just ask for food.
I was like, oh, is that all? Yeah, we could do that.
You're literally just trying to rob us of our food?
No, she's
You
just
could
too
have just
proud to
asked.
ask for help.
Okay, but
It's just like
don't.
you, Dronga. You're too proud to ask for help sometimes.
Yeah, okay, but I get that. But you don't threaten the person's livelihood on food. You just ask.
Very,
Yeah, okay.
very true. But you know how the drow are. I don't have access to food in this form.
You guys have quite a.
Oh yeah, we will. I'm
I
just
will. I'll toss her one of my ration kits. I have 10, I think.
Okay. You guys provide her with some food, and she moves off to the side, getting out of your way. And strangely enough, moving unusually close to Agile Smoke, but since he is invisible, she is not aware how close she is to him, and essentially frees it up for you guys to clear the way.
you need
Okay.
help getting anywhere, or
After she quickly eats a good deal of the ration, she takes a look at the party, the earth elemental, the equipment, the shield guardian. She tells you after a minute, kind of composing herself, she kind of lets out a dejected sigh before saying that she was with a group of egg hunters known as the Dark Hunters that steal and sell purple worm eggs.
Hmm.
And they were killed. The rest of them were killed by a passing purple worm that burst through the tunnel. She waves her hand at the tunnel, whereas the purple worm tore through, and she was left alone on this side. The rest of the group was killed, including her mother. And so she is attempting to make her way back to Menzoberranzan alone. But
Well,
she knows that there is a nest less than a day's walk.
well, we happen to be in need of an egg, so maybe your skills can come in handy. You come with us, and then we'll escort you to the next town or
You
something.
wouldn't. You wouldn't just happen to have an egg on you, would you?
She shakes her head. They were on their way inbound to the nest. Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah. And also, do I believe her that she doesn't have an egg?
Roll an insight check with that.
Cool.
Dronga just shrugs and go, "It was worth asking."
It's definitely worth asking.
She definitely doesn't have an egg. She definitely is starving and distraught. But so her story definitely checks out. She is willing to tag along with you, but she is not interested in coming face to face with any more worms than is necessary given her recent experience. And she wants to make sure that drop off in the next town does not include a hostile town.
What's a hostile town to you?
The town where she would be arrested for being drow, such as Menzo or Blingdenstone.
We're not going there. Yet. Closest one we're going to would be Gracklestug. After we get the egg.
She is more than willing to help you in exchange for escort and protection. And she, seeming a little happier, tells you, "My mother trained me, and I know quite a bit about purple worm eggs."
That's
Okay,
good.
how long do we have until it hatches? I mean, not we don't have one, but like when we find one, how do we tell how long it takes? Because it's got to be unhatched.
The eggs won't hatch unless intentionally hatched. You can't, they won't hatch in your bag. But if I'm going to help you get an egg, I would like to get an egg as well, as I will need the funds to rebuild from what we lost here.
That seems fair. If there's only
Yeah.
one though, that we need it to save the world, so
Yeah, unless you want to be eaten or murdered by giant demons while roaming the plains, you know.
and then the funds won't matter.
She tells you that if you are looking to get into the Worm Nursery, you would need to clear this and move about an hour further along the trail.
Okay, I can go ahead and try and clear it as an earth elemental.
Doesn't take hardly any effort for you.
Earthbending powers.
And she falls in line, though she is shocked if Agile Smoke reveals himself. For
Nope.
how
I'm gonna stay hidden and like keeping an eye on her.
That's fair. Okay. So you guys are traveling. You guys travel about an hour. And around the time, sorry about that, you are about an hour further along as you're making your way through a very round, long tunnel. There is a small rumbling that quickly grows into a entire tunnel jarring shake, and suddenly the floor gives way beneath your feet. You fall roughly 10 feet into a small area below you. It's not anywhere you would have difficulty climbing out of. And as the floor falls 10 feet, you aren't all necessarily dropped, but it doesn't take much for you to notice that it opens into a small chamber below. And the drow introduces herself a bit as Haney. And she tells you that this is either a connecting tunnel to the worm nursery, or it is adjacent to it.
With my tremor sense of 60 feet, do I feel anything kind of nearby?
Nothing within 60 feet that's drawing your attention.
Okay. Thought I'd ask.
Can't hurt to ask. Agile, as you on your token can see, there is some light up ahead. The tunnel
Yeah.
that extends ahead seems to have some phosphorescent, multicolored light in the chamber up ahead.
Can I like mold into the wall and then go through and kind of poke my head out at the other side stealthily?
Which direction? Yes. Go.
Yeah, like that way. I can't really see, so yeah, it's somewhere over there. I guess I can see. Okay.
Okay. That better for you?
Ah,
Yep.
what the fuck?
I'm
What
gone.
happened?
Where'd he go?
So you take a look and you see on the other side this chamber to your left that has the multicolored lights is essentially a variety of fungi that have essentially taken over this chamber. It has numerous torch lights and a variety of lichen that are causing to lighten up the chamber, but the chamber, as far as you can see from here, appears to be empty.
I'll message back to the group. Seems to be clear, or at least to smoke.
No, you can yeah.
Talk to
We like
everybody.
I think I
Okay.
always like relay it or whatever, but would say okay, and again this is all telepathic. Okay, somebody find out from her what is the way to do this, and I will stay hidden here with her, unless we need someone very sneaky to go in. Then okay, I go.
Okay.
Well,
I'll try just kind of going around this corner and see if I can see anything else. And nope, can't really see anything else.
so looking around the corner there, you can see there is a tunnel to the south that extends further out of that chamber. This particular chamber is roughly 30 feet high, and it has, as you move into it, you hear crunch on the floor as there are thousands of bones that are carpeting this floor. Many are pretty recognizable by you as humanoids, some dwarves, elves, goblins, and a variety of races that are either unidentifiable because you haven't seen them, or because they're unidentifiable because they're smashed and crushed. Things like that. Seems to be an ossuary of sorts. To the south, seems to be another chamber.
There's a lot of bones over here.
Okay, so what's our next steps? How do we do this?
I can go up. I'll try going through this wall. See if I can peek through what's on the other side without going through the fluorescent fungi.
Okay, there's bones up ahead, he says.
There's bones
Where?
to the right, not through the fungus.
Yeah, so I'm relaying all this to the drow, and I'm asking what our next steps are. Where should we be going next?
He said that our next steps will be to locate the nest, either by seeing if there is any connection between this tunnel complex and the actual nursery, or by making one.
How do we know how we're getting close to the nursery? Are the bones a hint? Does that mean it's close to the nursery? Is
The
it
bones,
farther away?
the bones aren't really a hint for us in terms of purple worms, but there are also numerous creatures that will live with purple worms that it may be a hint of. Not every nursery will have that many bones, but it's not unheard of. The worms themselves swallow their prey and don't leave bones. Peeking your head out for you, Roland, you see a empty chamber covered in lichen. It seems to be a mostly enclosed chamber, three as far as you've seen so far, with one further to the south.
Okay. The chamber with the lichen is clear. Nothing in there. It might be
Okay.
poisonous to everybody else, though, but I am immune to poison in this form. So don't go in there, anyways.
Okay.
As you start to move down to the south, you
Yep.
see right away there is a pit in the middle of that chamber, that kind of chute that drops down. This is something you're very familiar with inside of the Underdark. Many of the tunnels aren't just straight tunnels. They go up, they go down, they crisscross with chutes and ladders. And that is definitely something that you're familiar with, and you see that it drops down ahead. And it does not, from what you see, seem to have any exits.
Is there something with this wall? It looks like it continues, but it might just be the.
It's a solid wall.
Okay. No, it just looks kind of funny. There's a tunnel that goes down over here.
She said to just keep looking for the nest.
Okay,
That's our next step, she said.
keep. Well, This is kind of our only way through.
Yes, maybe you should wait for us then.
Okay. Just go around to the right and down.
Okay.
At this point, I'll just like step out around in front of the drow.
He definitely jumps, and just watching her, you can tell she's knowledgeable. She's been informed and formally trained in terms of like school. She definitely gives off the impression of somebody who has spent a lot of time studying and very little time in the field. She's got a lot of knowledge, but not a lot of experience or wisdom.
Okay, so let's do this. Everyone follow my lead. We should be very quiet, very sneaky. And we do not want to fight, remember. We just eggs and leave. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Maybe Roland from the earth or the walls, you can call out any careful areas we need to be careful around, you know?
Absolutely.
Okay. You guys can move as you desire. I see the stealth rolls.
Sorry, I missed and hit sleight of hand. That's actually a
Stealth rolls.
25.
Gotcha. I will move Nyx, the Shield Guardian, and Haney around. I'll let you guys kind of move your characters so you can explore, see things as you see fit.
I just kind of also slightly imagine with that sleight of hand mistake, I just have the mental image of Agile just somehow trying to pickpocket her as he slips on past.
Is the nest up or down from here?
She doesn't know, and a lot of times their nests are multi-leveled, multi-layered.
That's fair. Well, I can go down this tunnel by myself and see how far it goes at least.
Okay.
But I'll just stay inside the wall and go down.
I mean, okay, but at the first sign of trouble, you gotta get out.
Yep, absolutely. I'm just taking a peek. So can I like go stealth through the walls? I guess because they also have tremor sense. I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Yes, you can.
Oh man, yeah. Earth elemental stealth is not going to be good. It's a -1. So let's just do a dexterity check. Duh.
No.
The worst.
It's literally the second worst roll you could have gotten.
Yep. Yeah, it's par for the course.
Well, that was for you, Roland, but
Yep. Yeah, no worries. I'll share it
okay.
publicly probably anyways. So
So that tunnel, as you start to go down, goes down probably a good 1,000 feet. I mean, it's a
holy fuck.
long tunnel, at least 1,000 feet. Obviously, you don't necessarily want to go down that much on your own,
Nope. As soon as it
but
starts, if I can't really seem like an end to it, I'll probably go back. But
so one thing you do notice is as you are going down, it looks like somebody fell
okay.
or was thrown, because about 30 feet down on a little ledge that you wouldn't have been able to notice is a skeleton. The skeleton is apparently decayed, it didn't look like it had been killed and then discarded. Looks like it died wearing its armor and its gear. Much of its, leather armor is rotted, so it's been there for a long time. But with your perception, you do notice a shining ring on its finger. At the same time, Roland is taking a look at this ring. You guys notice there is a rumbling sound. That rumbling sound is coming along, and a purple worm emerges from the tunnel, actually tearing through this way. That stealth roll you have there being phenomenal. You attract a little bit of attention, but it's not exactly sure where you are. Pardon me.
Oh, thank God.
And it burrows through the solid rock, leaving a tunnel behind it.
Okay. I will. I'll grab the ring, and if there's anything else that looks kind of a value on that guy, I'll grab it for somebody, maybe. So I'll probably after the skeleton, I'll probably only go down like maybe 200 feet. If it seems like there's no end, I'll come back up.
I mean, I'm sure, yeah, it probably does have an end somewhere deep down there. I'll put it on the party sheet, or do you want it on your sheet?
You can put it on the party sheet. Yeah, that's fine. We can try identifying it after.
So, taking a look there, as you guys, Agile Smoke, you start to move forward. You notice that this chamber that the worm broke into is about 80 feet high, and numerous pairs of purple worms have laid their eggs here. They seem to have a unique way of laying their eggs. That is, they have been cemented together. So numerous eggs have been stuck together in clutches. They've anchored them to the walls with some type of resin, stringy resin. There are numerous clusters of eggs. The one you can see right there. Let me check here. You see how far you can specifically see here.
I can see him. Yeah.
So you see with 2 clusters. Each cluster has 6 eggs in it, and the each egg is roughly 3-ish feet in diameter, perfectly or near perfectly sphere. But they have resin strands that anchor the clutch outward to the cavern walls, and they are suspended above the ground.
You did say 3 feet in diameter. Is that what you said?
Each egg is roughly 3 feet in diameter.
That's a big freaking omelet.
I can carry it.
So could the shield guardian.
Hmm.
Give me a second. I'll check to see how sticky this stuff is. Just be careful. This worm might still be in here. Can you tell actually, Roland, with your senses?
I can know if it's within 60 feet of us, so I'll try that. But we could probably see it before, unless it's underground.
Haney tells you that purple worms often form symbiotic relationships with other Underdark creatures, especially other beasts. So you can expect to encounter something else. She doesn't. Cloakers, uh, other assorted gricks, things that will be looking to use the bait of the eggs to eat whatever comes along and protect the eggs in exchange for being left alone as long as they don't bother the eggs. Traversing, she tells you that the Dark Hunter method is they are essentially trained to climb the strands. It is very slow going, but you climb the strands and then get the eggs. They're not sticky, but at the same time, it's not the easiest thing to do. Requires a tremendous amount of dexterity.
If I just go underground, come up where the egg is, grab it, and then just kind of hover the egg above the ground.
What's that?
Well, I just
I'm not-
can't. Sorry, did you miss that?
I missed what you had said.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, what if I went underground and then grabbed the egg with my hands above ground and then just brought it back over to us? But I have to keep the egg above ground.
The eggs are suspended midair, essentially.
Oh, never mind. That won't work.
Not to mention, if you just pull on them, it'll probably reverberate and send off an alarm
True.
for
It's
the
very
worms.
true.
I think unless there's a special trick to this. I will come back to the group. I think unless there's a special trick to this, I could perhaps just try to sneak in and take with them. But the problem is of how large they are. I think I could get one loose, maybe, but I do not think I could carry one back.
Mm-hmm.
Hanny, you're supposed to be good at this.
She tells you that what they would do is they would send 2 cutters to 2 separate clusters, and that they would cut free 1 egg at a time using a special net to lower it to the ground to those waiting. She also warns you that in and around worm nests are echo chambers. Specialized chambers with numerous strands of the resin that are designed to cause voices or any type of sound to reverberate into the stone, which will call a purple worm to defend its nest.
Don't suppose you've got any of those tools on you?
She tells you they use daggers.
No, but I meant like the net.
I
Nope.
can.
She doesn't.
I can go underground and be like the ground part of the ground team at least. I shouldn't set off any tremors. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how stealthy I can be.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty good at hacking and slashing, but don't think I meant to climb that and be sneaky. Don't think I can accomplish that. I could try and catch one if it fell.
Does anyone have silencing magic?
I don't know about silencing pad magic, but would pass without trace help in this instance?
Definitely would help. Yep.
Say I can try casting that and see if that helps. Yeah. Actually, wait, hold up. I
don't think I can even get silencing magic.
Wait, I do have silence. I have
Oh,
one of
I
my
thought
monk
you did.
abilities. Yeah. For the duration,
Nice.
no sound can be created within a pass-through 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Any creature or object inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. So, yes, I do have the ability to cast silence.
For the record,
Mhm.
silence does not stop or nullify tremor sense
Just sound.
because it is a vibration through solid material, not through air, which is what sound is.
Ow.
Does that mean to say that like if we were to say cut an egg and it drops and somebody has to catch it and that makes a sound, there wouldn't be a sound, but the vibrations of the sound would still pass through to like the walls?
It depends on if there was impact to the stone. If they caught it and said fuck or yay, there would be no sound. But if you dropped your dagger on the floor, it would activate. It would still be causing tremor sense.
So I mean, the silence could still be good for sure, but maybe we hold it in case we foresee a bad situation.
And that was what she was kind of warning you about, is that these echo chambers that are supposedly somewhere in here would turn sound into vibration through the rock.
Okay, so if you did cast silence, it's basically as long as we didn't drop anything on the ground, probably okay, more or less, hypothetically.
Well, it's still worth a plan. It's still worth a shot.
Yep.
Okay. Where are you guys wanting to go?
I will be part of the ground team, I think. And then I can
Yeah.
also sense if something's kind of coming through the ground.
Yeah, wherever he is, I'll go to either the same spot if people are going to the same area, or go to a separate one and stand underneath somebody else.
I think like these sacks have multiple eggs, right?
6 per cluster.
Yeah, so we just go to one cluster and try and cut from one cluster, I think. I'm
Yeah.
thinking the southern one that's closest to us. And I think probably obviously go up.
Yeah, I'll move through the ground. You said you were going south?
Yeah. I need a dagger.
Oh, guess we should be rolling stealth though, moving through here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't make me roll it again. Oh no.
Oh yes, thank God.
So nervous. That is not excellent. That is not excellent.
Maybe just cast silence at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we leave the shield guardian outside. I don't
Yep.
know if the drow girl is gonna come or not, but I don't really
She
care.
is.
Okay. And then I don't know, like I'd like if Nyx could give some bardic inspirations or something, but I don't know.
That's up. Yeah, that's absolutely up to you. She can give bardic inspiration.
They last what, 10 minutes, right?
I
Yes.
believe longer than that, but I could be wrong.
I
No,
think it's 10 minutes.
it's a concentration spell up to 10 minutes. Yeah. So.
Bardic inspiration?
Oh, silence. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. My fault. Misunderstood.
Well, well, how long do bardic inspirations last for?
I thought it was still 10 minutes, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that I don't
Um,
know.
Let me look. I have my compendium on my phone here.
10 minutes.
I stand corrected. It just seems longer in combat.
And that's not a concentration. So could
No, it's not
Nick,
concentration.
could Nyx just fucking throw out the bardic inspirations like you get one and you get one and you get one?
Yes, but she has a finite number of them.
I feel like I don't need one. Like I feel like I'll be able to do this. But then like the catchers do not want to drop them when they get dropped down.
No, God,
Yeah,
no.
if it's dexterity, then I'm probably going to need one.
Uh,
If it's dexterity, catch it anyways, because
Yeah.
yeah, I have my like -1 fucking dexterity.
I got a +1, but that's still not amazing. So I would say
I'll be a
if
catcher.
Nyx could.
I have a +3 to dexterity. I can try and catch one.
We can try. Well, we can probably try to assist each other.
Yeah.
Because we're dropping the whole cluster, right? So
We're
So it's
dropping
almost
6 eggs.
No,
No.
I was under the
Oh,
impression
right.
that I was cutting out an egg from the cluster,
oh, an egg. Okay, gotcha.
dropping it
lowering it down.
down,
Yeah,
and then
I
another
gotcha.
egg and dropping it down.
Gotcha. Okay, well, if there's like 3 of us helping each other, we should be okay. If we help Spirit.
And so, bardic inspiration is D10. So there's that. Who's going up? Agile Smoke. I understood you were.
Yep.
So I'm gonna need an acrobatics check or an athletics check as you see fit.
I don't get advantage because of my ability to climb because of my claws, do I?
That's not what it's for, but you will not be falling off. It's amount of time it takes.
Absolutely. There you go.
All right, so it's gonna take you. What's your movement speed?
My straight movement speed is 30, but I could use feline agility, or I have that if that's an option.
It is an option if you choose to use it.
Yeah, like, and then if I have my rogue bonus action move as well, like I could move 180 feet. I could.
Okay. Do you want to? Are you looking to use all of your movement speed to get up there as quick as possible?
While remaining stealthy and not making a mess, yeah.
Okay, so it takes you for you with your skill, it takes you maybe 30 seconds to get up there. It's very precarious, and it seems to be designed that way. Give me 1 second. Roll me 2d4, please.
Uh-oh. Or maybe not. Uh-oh.
One second.
And silence is in effect at this point, right, Spirit?
It is.
Yes. See, I have the silence centered on me, so within 20 feet of me is just a bubble of silence.
So it takes you roughly 2 minutes as you are chipping away at the resin. It is hard cement like resin. You are essentially chipping away and poking, stabbing, cutting, prying. The eggs are very well armored. But that's how long it takes you. Now, what is your plan once you get it loose, or at least when you get close to getting it loose?
How high up am I?
You're about 50 feet.
And in everybody's mind, I'm gonna say we have company to the south of us.
I'll stop. Like I'll just stop moving.
Yeah, we won't move.
There's another drow team trying to collect eggs. I don't know if you can see them, Agile.
I'm going to put them on the map right this second. Well, they're going to be put on the map as soon as they're added to the combat tracker.
Shit.
What's that?
Just saying, oh shit.
So as you guys turn and look at them, you do notice a couple things about them. They come, and by the time Roland points them out to you, they essentially have moved in. Let me open these all up. They've essentially all moved in, and they seem to have a very methodical system. So when they move in, they have tools that essentially allow them to throw up a network of ropes and wrap quietly around the strand fairly close to the egg sac, and then create a bifurcated system of pulleys where they can actually hook it onto someone's belt and pull someone up. They pull up two people, and they basically get them up in a matter of seconds to the egg clusters, and one of them immediately goes to this egg cluster. If I can grab it, I double clicked it, that's why it opened up. The other goes to this egg cluster, and then the rest of them kind of form small groups underneath. And what you notice is the ones that are up on the egg clusters have these strange looking nets attached to like rolls around a string that rolls up through a almost winch like system onto their contraption onto their belt, and they are very quickly chipping through. They don't seem to be paying a tremendous amount of attention to you, or they are at least not devoting their attention to you at the moment, focusing on the eggs.
Okay, I'll get back to work then. I'm going to attempt to use my 50 feet of silken rope to tie around one of the eggs once I'm like done chipping at it.
Okay.
And then effectively I'm gonna like telepathically communicate that I'll push it off this side and I'll try and slow the pace with the rope as it falls, but well actually I'll drop the end of the rope to maybe Dranga, I don't, or someone strong, and maybe we can kind of like use like our own little pulley system here. What do you think?
That could work.
It's worth a shot.
Hey, toss it to me.
So I'll do that if I can. I'll tie the rope around it as tight as I can. I mean, they're armored, so it should be pretty strong to withhold it, I hope.
Okay, give me a straight dexterity check. Okay, you are tying your rope fairly quickly. You start to lower it. Give me an acrobatics check to lower the egg. So you lower the egg, and you didn't get it as secure. Your makeshift net wasn't super great, but you do lower the egg most of the way down before it is sliding free of the hold
shit,
her
shit.
that you have.
Get it.
I'm like getting underneath it, trying to help Spirit grab it.
I'll try to lift Spirit up higher and Dronga if I can.
Okay, and you guys are trying to catch this, correct?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Of the time to roll, you manage to catch the egg, and the softness of the earth elemental allowing him to absorb the blow, you manage to catch it there, and that egg is safe. You notice that the drow have also freed one egg each, and they are starting to lower it. Are you getting another egg, Agile, or are you staying? Leaving.
We're leaving. I'm gonna start
Okay.
backing out. I'm gonna start backing out. Yeah, we're leaving. Let's go. Let's go.
okay. Let's get out of here.
So as you guys are starting to make your way down, a rumbling very quickly makes you guys aware as a purple worm exits from the ceiling, lowering itself, hitting the ground about right here, burrowing this way, just passing through as it exits the egg chamber this way. And up through that wall, creating another tunnel that you guys aren't necessarily super worried about as you are exiting the opposite way. One of the things you do notice is that the drow back up are exiting as well. They seem to have a quicker retrieval system than you do, but your earth elemental advantage is quite helpful. It does not take long. You guys get back out of the chamber. You guys actually managed to avoid some unhappiness with your quick retrieval. But as you are taking a retreat, the drow are following. As they're not this close to you, but unless you stop in the doorway, I'm just moving the tokens to this point.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to see what I can do.
I'll let you guys move to where you're going to be.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna right in the doorway after everyone's like kind of through or like through this tunnel. Should I make some noise and maybe the purple worms will come after them, or is that a bad idea?
Fucking do it.
I was gonna like, yeah. So like,
You-
base at right at this entrance. If everyone's through, I'm gonna just start stomping my foot on the ground and then glide in underneath.
So as you are getting yourselves through, the drow kind of close in on you. And before you start stomping your feet, the drow who is working with you, Haney, kind of puts her hand out, telling you to hold.
I don't know if I want to.
Up to you.
Aren't these like her, like other members of her squad or something like that?
She said they all died.
Oh,
Yeah,
She
she said
gave
they
me-
all died, so I'm just gonna stop my foot. If either way, she either lied to us, or I don't trust these people. So yeah, I'm just stomping my foot.
Okay. Stomping your foot, it creates the tremor sense. And what are you doing after you start gliding?
After I start gliding, I'm just gonna start running, basically, gliding through the.
No, 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 no.
What do you want? What do you want?
Go underneath them first and make a whole bunch of sounds and like tremors underneath them, and then come our way.
Okay, I can go. Okay, I'll just burrow underground underneath them because I'll be able to feel their footsteps and know exactly where they are.
And also
And yeah,
draw
I'll just start
the
kind of like
worms
just
to
making
them.
noise underneath the ground.
Okay.
Underneath them, I guess.
But you gotta be fast. Like you gotta go under, make a whole bunch of noise, and then book it out.
Yep.
It's just at the same time we're moving. We're moving.
Yep.
Okay. So the drow stays back as you guys are retreating. Haney stays back. She does not stay with you.
well, her loss then.
That's okay. Yeah.
We have our egg. Get the fuck out of here.
That wasn't heavily invested.
I'm not gonna lie, that was some impressive rolls on your guys' part.
Oh yeah.
How long it takes, 2d4 is in minutes is how long it actually takes to do the cut down, and you had it at 2 minutes instead of 8.
The one time rolling natural ones actually worked out.
There you
Yeah,
go.
thankfully.
All right. So what are you guys doing? Just backtracking up the hole and getting out as quick as possible?
Yep. If people need help getting up, I'll just kind of stick an arm out and just travel up through the wall.
Yeah.
Carry
Once we
people out.
once we get up through the hole and feel like we're at least a little bit away, not like in like imminent danger, we need to use one of those scrolls like immediately and just go.
Yeah, we
Yep.
just gotta make sure that the egg is like secured somewhere.
I can put it in the bag of holding once I get out of this form. But I don't
Will
want to
that-
get out of the form until we're ready to like go.
It won't get busted up in the bag, will it?
That shouldn't.
Will it fit?
Uh,
Like, do we have the space for it?
What's the radius of the egg? Or the
3 feet.
3 feet? What's the opening of the fucking bag of holding? It is 2 feet in diameter at the mouth. Ah, crap.
Ah,
So it won't fit. Okay.
But
I
somebody,
can.
but somebody holding the egg when we use the wind walk with that like it transfers what you're carrying too, right? Like your equipment and whatnot. So
I'm assuming.
Yes. Yes, it would.
okay, so I'm gonna check my my inventory and see how much I can carry right now. My maximum is how much does the egg weigh?
Egg weighs 50 pounds.
50 pounds. My
Roland can
current is
carry.
227. My maximum is 285. I can carry it if we need to. It's as big as I am, but
Roland can carry as much as like carry things as if he's a large person, so or a large creature.
somebody carry it and let's go. Let's use the wind walk. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. So I'll drop the elemental form and then try and cast wind walk. Actually, first, I'm gonna cast what is it? Enhance ability. What was the ability check of the wind walk?
Using the scroll is going to be a DC 16 Wisdom
Arcana.
save
Oh,
Wisdom?
spell.
wisdom.
If that's your skill, whatever your spellcasting ability modifier is.
That is my skill. I'm just gonna make sure I have enhance ability up, and I do. So I'm just gonna reread that real quick. Because I'm probably gonna cast that on myself. I think it gives me advantage on those rolls, but I could be wrong. Where is it? Was that level 2 spell?
Looking
Oh, it
for
is. Okay.
enhance ability.
Enhance ability. Bull strength, eagle splendor, foxes, owls, wisdom. Advantage on wisdom checks. Cool. So I'll cast that on myself to give myself advantage on this check. So we'll
Okay.
try casting. Yeah, Windwalk.
Duly noted.
Just a straight wisdom check.
Straight wisdom check ability modifier.
Let's do it again just to see what happens. Even better.
Nice. Woo!
Cool. All right, so now we're gonna go to where we were gonna meet the army.
Okay.
We're windwalking the heck out of here.
Yep. Did we say that was only gonna take us like a day to get there?
No, it took you. Let's see. It took you about 11 days in total.
Okay, yeah. To get to the army though with Windwalk was about a day.
Yes. You can move quite fast using Windwalk. It's roughly 300 miles.
Okay. And we said we can get like 600 miles in a day with this thing.
Yes.
Cool.
And
Cool. So we got time to spare.
have to do the math again, but yes. Let's see. Make sure I'm closing some images that you don't need anymore. Save that one.
Fuck me, we played that tight.
Oh yeah.
You guys got real lucky.
I'm curious to know what happened to those drow, but at the same time, too
Don't care.
fucking bad for them.
Yep.
You've got lots of
Fucking
skill,
don't
lots
care.
of skill, lots of well placed abilities there. You did good.
You did good, kid. You did good.
You got the purple worm egg, which is not a small feat, to be honest.
One down, 5,000 other things to go.
Something like that.
Truly does feel like that though.
Well, the next
Yeah.
thing is a beholder eye.
Right.
Speaking of which, that is a good moment for that. What is your plan?
Do we have one?
Not really.
Because we're clearly gonna try and kill the beholder that has Spirit's family, right?
Yeah, we're gonna try to get Spirit's family first, and then kill the beholder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if perhaps, I don't know, me and Spirit, or maybe all of us, but if we could perhaps try and infiltrate the complex first and get his family out, and then with the use of our forces, attack the beholder. You know.
Yep. No, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay, so you're looking to approach the beholder's lair and do what? You've been here before, so you know that the central area is essentially a chasm, a maw that goes above and below you. And you're going to try and sneak in and get her family out.
I think that's the plan first, and then we'll go on the offense and try to attack our way in.
Okay. Any backup plans that I should be aware of planning for?
Wait, can
Uh,
we actually real quick just to get all of our cards on the table? Can we check out that ring we found?
oh yeah. I'll cast detect magic and see what kind of magic it is.
Well, I can save you a little bit of headache. It is a ring of free action.
Ooh, fancy.
One of the few, or one of the least found or most not found magic items. Very few people go down the chamber or the chasm there. But it is, while wearing this ring, difficult terrain doesn't affect you.
Oh.
You can't be paralyzed, restrained magically. You can still be held.
That might be good for Dronga.
Yeah,
I'm
it sounds
thinking.
pretty sweet.
Looks like it does require attunement, but yeah, that does sound good.
It
I have to
does.
double check how many things I have attuned, but yeah.
Yeah, because then if you can't be paralyzed, it'd be kind of nice. Or restrained is
Or
pretty good.
restrained.
Yeah, and you're up in the front.
Ready? Well, I don't intend on you guys to dive too deep into the Beholder tonight. I, honest to God, am very impressed. You guys handled the purple worm area quite skillfully. Maybe not the most diplomatically, but diplomacy and drow are often not good things to mix.
No, well, she either lied or those people were gonna try to steal from us or take us as slaves or whatever. So we have
I'll
not
let
had
you.
good experiences with drow. So
That is true. So, do you guys want to do any type of planning, or do you before next game, or do you want to let it lie and we'll go straight into the application of your plan next game of you sneaking in to rescue Spirit's family? Something she's been waiting on for quite some time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does anybody have any plans for how we get in there and out? And
if you guys could do tree stride with me, it'd be really fucking easy. But no, I could try. I could prepare scrying and try to see where your family is first.
That might be helpful because then it might be able to tell us like how we can get there or if we can convince them to let us see them.
I won't be able to talk to them. I'll just have to.
I just mean like if we can see where they are and then
Yeah.
convince the beholder or whatever to let us see the family.
Yep.
I can't remember. Did we get the impression that it was like a slave labor force, or did we
Something
get the
like that.
impression?
Yeah.
It was definitely not voluntary labor, but it also wasn't. It wasn't extremely abusive and torturous, work you till you die type of thing. It was more like involuntarily being a part of a community that's trying to keep you healthy so you're useful to your master.
Like, do we think? Do we think?
Benevolent tyranny.
Yes. Do we think if we went in, somehow snuck in, that we could lead a revolt or like a revolution of sorts from the inside, while at the same time having our army attack from the outside?
Maybe. Oh, I also do have locate creature, so I'd be able to, if we're within 1,000 feet of them, I'd be able to pinpoint exactly where they are.
I mean, because obviously, like, yes, that is crying like finding Spirit's family and getting them out is top priority. Killing Beholder and taking Eyeball at the same time or equivalent is also very important.
Mhm.
But I would feel very bad if we ended up leaving a number of people to be killed. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
1,000 feet is actually a really big area, just so you know.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I mean, it is 1,000 feet is a tremendously sized area in terms of, a small, uh, specific area, such as in this area, obviously across great distances. Now, what does locate creature give you? Does it give you their exact location, or is it a lot like a GPS type thing?
You know the direction. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. Spell can locate a specific creature known to you, or as long as the spell can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creatures. No, so it's like more of a clairvoyance spell, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you sent the direction. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Unfortunately, but still.
that is where we will go starting next game. I don't want to get too deep into that. We'll see how the Beholder goes. My only advice to you is do not allow your ease of success. If you're going to take a Beholder's eye, is not going to be as easy, no matter how good the rolls are, and as it would be to take a purple worm egg, because you have to kill the Beholder, and Beholders are not small things.
Hmm.
Now, does it need the main eye, or does it need one of the eyes, like the eyes from the eye stalks?
Needs the main eye.
Main eye.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we could probably do the same thing as we did with the purple worm head. Just like stuff in the bag of holding somehow and just get it to Raj and let him deal with the problem there.
I think she's more worried about removing it from the Beholder.
Yeah, that's
than
gonna be a
storing it.
pain.
That's what I said. I mean, if we could just transport the body of the Beholder back to Raj and just let Visor deal with it. I mean,
Well,
I'm
we will.
assuming the eyeball's like kind of almost like a magical thing in itself, so that it can't really deteriorate. So yeah, the body would deteriorate around it. So yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Other than we're carrying around a giant fucking beholder.
Also, we have to kill it first.
Yeah,
I
we
would
can
wear it
postpone the
with pride.
logistics.
Yeah, it's true. We can figure that out later.
yeah.
Dronka would tie it around her belt as if it's like a fucking prize.
Oh, and Agile, if we kill the beholder and smoke or and spirit, I guess. If we kill the beholder, then that kind of frees the slaves. We can deal with the rest of them after.
Yeah.
It's true. Like alternatively, if and we wouldn't know till we really get there and see the lay of the land again. But like, if we could get a scenario where we fight the beholder, ideally not in that chasm.
Ideally, yeah.
Yes, and we can kill it with no chance of it, like ordering the execution of its slaves. Well, then yeah, like that's that would be a good scenario as well. But I just fear that any frontal assault, they might use the slaves as cannon fodder or.
Yeah, so yeah, I see what you're saying. But we can still try at least save Spirit's family first, because they would be like target number one. And then we'll try to keep the other collateral down to a minimum if we can.
Quick question, Tony, about poisoning people. A poison put on a weapon lasts for 1 minute, right? Or at least that's what the purple worm poison says it does.
It does.
Does that count on my psychic blades?
Let me get back to you. I need to do some research on that.
That's fair.
So, if you're talking about a throned weapon, presumably you're referring to thrown weapons.
Yeah.
You would have enough poison to apply them the same as you would to ammunition. I don't know if the actual purple worm poison reads that way. I don't see it here. Does it say about ammunition? I know what it is. I just don't know if it's on there.
Three pieces of ammunition. Yeah.
So 3 psychic blades if you're looking to throw them.
Let's say worst comes to worst. I mean, I still have the short bow and like at least 19 arrows. I don't know how many arrows we could go with a purple worm poison, but what
I
y'all
have 5 vials, so that's 15 pieces of ammunition. But just the psychic blade would be the most efficient
yeah.
delivery system for me. But
So,
alternatively, if we like, and this is just a wild idea, could we pour the poison into like a wine casket, and then like if the beholder drank the poison, that would have an effect?
I believe it depends on what type of poison. So poisons have a category. So for example, purple worm poison is, I believe, I'm pulling it up now. It is an injury poison. So you have to injure the creature, meaning poison can be applied to weapons, ammunition, such as that. Um, and it remains potent until when it's in the wound. It cannot be ingested. There are ingestment poisons.
That's different. Okay, and so I guess probably my psychic blades wouldn't work for this then, because my psychic blades don't literally do physical damage, right?
Oh yeah,
Like if it needs to get into the bloodstream.
let me look back on that. But the intention isn't for you to be disqualified from using poisons if you have psychic blades. Let me look into that. But
I mean, I have no problem with like it being a scenario where I use the psychic blades often, but for this particular time, using the heavy crossbow is a better move, right? Like that makes sense.
You can try making them drink that vial of cursed Crur.
good question.
I mean, that would be good, yeah. Well, mostly good anyway.
Yeah, mostly good. Better than nothing.
Well, I will look into that and get you an answer before next game. But I will postpone the rest of the beholder fight. If you guys do come up with questions between now and then about the beholder fight, let me know. But that is where we will start, which it seems like we're going to use some magic to locate the family and then send in a recovery team. That's the plan.
Yeah, give or take.
but to say,
Um,
I'm just gonna say right now, Spirit would volunteer to be a part of the recovery team, just so she can make sure personally that her family gets out.
Yeah, I think that was going to be a plan, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think we would be the recovery team before we go and fight this beholder.
Yeah.
But question about the poison: is it technically magical or is it not magical at all?
It is non-magical poison,
Oh, okay, good to know.
but applying poison is not a generic thing. It isn't just like pouring it on the liquid. It has to actually be treated onto the weapon, and that requires the use of a poisoner's kit.
Yeah, and an action as well. And it only lasts a minute, so that's where it's like, I don't know if we could do 15 pieces of ammunition. Like it's like theoretically 15 actions. And then you use that, right? Like to use them all within a minute. Like it's the idea of like right before a fight starts having one and then using it, that's different, right? But
Yeah.
like maybe I get the first hit in with a crossbow that's covered in purple worm poison and hit him really fucking hard right off the get-go, right? But
Yeah, it's like if you were kind of sneaking around and then just kind of apply it real quick and then initiate the fight type of deal.
yeah. I've also never used my poisoner's kit, so
No time like the present, especially if purple worm poison is the first one you're whipping out. That's one of the strongest.
what could go wrong?
I'll let you know.
Oh boy.
Fair
Well,
enough. Well, good game, everybody.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
game.
good game.
Indeed.
Take it easy.
See you next week.
Bye.
Have a good
Yeah,
week,
see you
and
next week.
to our fellow Canadian friends, have a wonderful, or I guess it's just a Tanner.
Thanksgiving.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Indeed. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you. Be sure to reflect on where we came from.
No.
Wow.
Thank you.
Disrespectful.
I'm gonna be working all day, so I don't care.
Oh, jeez.
Doesn't
fun.
matter to me.
I mean, that sucks that you're working, but at the same time, yeah,
Making money. Making money.
yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Have a good night.
Later,
Later.
y'all.
Bye.
See everyone.